All right, friends, welcome back to You Solve It Right, You Get It Right. All right, you're welcome back. So in today's episode, we'll be looking at the logarithmic equation that says solve the equation 2 log x minus log 1 minus x in a bracket equals log 2 minus x in a bracket. Now, before we go further in solving this equation, we need to understand a very key law of logarithm. Remember the law of logarithm that says if you have a log m, it becomes what? Log m raised to the power of a. So that is to say, if a is a number and the number is in front of the log of a number, it means that very number which is in front of log becomes the power of the said number you are dealing with. So that is to say, log m now carries a as a power. So let's go back to the question we are dealing with. It means 2 log x becomes log x squared. I will follow in that. 2 log x becomes log x squared. The 2 becoming a power of x. So a power for x, I beg your pardon. So it now becomes log x squared minus log 1 minus x in a bracket equals log 2 minus x in a bracket. So moving on, remember the principle of subtraction and division, how that they go handy. So if we have log m minus log n, is same thing as saying log m divided by n, in as much as the basis of the logarithms are the same. So if the base of log m is equal to that of the base of log n, it means that the minus the subtraction then becomes a division. So log m minus log n is the same thing as log m divided by n. So going back to the equation we have, recall we've already stated that log x squared minus log 1 minus x in a bracket equals to log 2 minus x in a bracket. That means the log x squared minus log 1 minus x in a bracket now becomes log x squared divided by 1 minus x, because their bases are equal. So minus becomes division. So we can then say log x squared divided by 1 minus x equals log 2 minus x in a bracket. So on both sides we have logarithms, so we can end up cancelling the logarithms out because they are both of the same basis. Now take note of this. In this given question, they didn't specify a given base for the logs. In as much as no given base is specified, we are working as though we are dealing with a base 10. Are you getting that? So in this case now we have log x squared divided by 1 minus x base 10 equals to log 2 minus x base 10. So the log of base 10 cancels log of base 10. It then means we have x squared divided by 1 minus x equals to 2 minus x. So we have succeeded in doing away with the logarithmic value. All right, so solving this as a simple equation or as an algebraic equation, we can go on by cross multiplying. So when we cross multiply x squared divided by 1 minus x equals to 2 minus x, when we cross multiply, it means x squared will be equals to what? 2 minus x in a bracket and 1 minus x in another bracket, multiplying themselves. Are we getting that? All right, so moving on, we can have x squared equals to, when you expand the bracket for 2 minus x times 1 minus x, we have 2 times 1 will give us 2, and 2 times minus x will give us minus 2x, and then we have minus x times 1 is minus x, and minus x times minus x gives us plus x squared. So in collecting of like terms, we can bring all of the values of x on the right hand side to the left hand side to come meet x squared. So if we bring all of the values of x on the right hand side to the left hand side, well, then we have x squared minus x squared plus 2x. Now if you notice, we had plus x squared on the right before. The moment the plus x crosses over to the left hand side, it becomes a negative x squared. So the signs, please take note of the signs. So when the signs crosses the equals to sign, it changes to the opposite sign. So then when we have x squared minus x squared plus 2x plus x equals to 2. And so when you simplify for that, x squared cancels x squared, then we're left with 2x plus x. And that gives us 3x equals to 2. And solving for x, we divide both sides by 3. Then we end up having x equals 2 divided by 3. So you can simplify your answer in that state, or you can move on to having a decimal fraction. So we have solved it and we have gotten it right. That brings us to the end of this episode. See you next class. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more interesting episodes. All right, once again, see you next class.